You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. This be one editorial. My name is DJ Slim.
Yes,
of
sir.
course, I'm here with my man Striker.
Striker the miracle, we out here. The streeters always watching.
Definitely. Near trending kwani de bro.
Ede bro.
Near trending.
Tie pagya nguma na say Obama who sponsors na kaka.
Oh, sponsors
for no who here me check.
www.mybettws.africa.
Yeah.
Now Striker medical catch.
Yeah.
I said it the last time that this time around, I just want to give people odds. I have my own Telegram channel.
Yeah, my phone will feel it so my boy is in Philly.
Telegram channel no the number mami I may register onto my bet platform because us now me man code ni in my bet.
Okay.
I say.
Okay.
My bet code until the comment section or just come in.
Yeah, drop your number. I'll register you and
I'll come into your WhatsApp. No choice my register or password ni username ni password ni.
That's what's
now
up.
so the yaka hon my free bet.
Onza.
Me free bet.
SM4 mun pay your number then.
SM4. And I think I can do from 50 Ghana cedis, 20 to 50 Ghana cedis free bet.
That's what's up.
20 cedis no me ma 10 also. What do 200? Not 10 also no. Masama another 10 also. Oko 10,000 no.
Oko tower.
Ti
Nkasa.
me timi no why adwuma week we nyina by next week na okura 10,000.
That's what's up.
Your bet no me ti ase adwuma me ye no.
And then I can attest. My phone will feel it.
Me adwuma ba ko me ye pa.
Omunim.
And I aviator say me do fra. Oh na we feel keke. Na say tu obi atimi track am ni atwa aviator na akotofu afilika ni sa de ba.
This one gets never move.
Oh na say unim say me ye.
Ekasa.
Oh.
Ekasa. And
then adwuma na no.
One of the sponsors Aqua Blue mineral water.
So kind Aqua Blue, yes. In fact, Numsu Papa Numsu Koje Aqua Blue mineral water. And then you trend the Striker.
Yeah. There's this actual interviewer for Bogus. I don't know if you know him. I heard a couple of the interviews.
I've seen this.
Yeah, he actually did this interview with one student in Nsmq secondary school, now known as Kwame Nkrumah Secondary School. The young lady is called Richlove Oduro. I think she spoke about the National Science and Maths quiz, you know. And I could find a whole lot of conversation about internet. So, and Crawford Baby girl ne pray, onim the oka. And Crawford Baby so agree with what the girl was saying. I think so basically was the girl was trying to say the Science and Maths quiz show, no. It doesn't measure a whole second cycle institution. You have to be fair, no, and yes, exactly my point. And a lot of people actually agree with her. That's a Akolari in Penis, but the Okika. And I say, or man, look, he said, show me a Bogus show.
Yeah.
And I could say a whole lot of conversation on the street, highway, and so internet.
I'm for it also.
But I know you've seen that video.
I've seen that video, and I've also seen her rebuttal. That was, I think, posted yesterday or late hours of yesterday.
Okay.
She's also come back to say she read in the comment section that people were saying that the show
say that the
show is a
Bogus show. That's not what she meant.
Yeah. She's just saying this as show. I mean, it should be treated like that.
Okay, but now let's go back to what she said first. Because it will look like we just to support the first. But the first thing now kind of we'll be here rebuttal now. Now people are dwelling on the first video now. So what do you think?
With the first video, I think she was spot on. She was right and wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so a typical example is one of the sessions that I said one of the things that I picked up from what she was trying to say is that or say school say if we say this is a grade A school, then definitely if they are to win the National Science and Math quiz and you chance on any student,
random student, she actually mentioned the name. What's a presec? Who jump in any campus out fair? Random student. We are not some questions now.
That person should be able to answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on a minute on
that.
She also made mention of the fact that these schools claim to be the best because they have quote and unquote super teachers.
Yep.
As is like
as teachers they're way too good.
And then she made mention of the fact that these students that get the opportunity to represent their schools are students who are blessed naturally. It's like it's in their genes. They are super students.
Yes, in their blood. She said it. She said it.
It's like they are super students.
Even without the help of the teachers, they could have been
able to do that.
Which I don't think makes sense.
Okay.
Because the same thing, they say something like that about Barcelona 2009. Guardiola before first year, no. I'm saying boys in born about that. Guardiola anything special.
Yeah.
You won't suffer. It's no matter how good you are, second crown or so sharpening. It's the kids, no disrespect to anybody. Or to me, but come on.
Okay.
You need the teacher's impact.
So this is highly debatable because educationists will tell you that the second cycle institution is supposed to be a platform where you've built upon a certain knowledge from your primary education through to the junior high school level, and then that is where you because even in the second cycle institutions or the SHS, there are some things that you need to unlearn.
Okay,
you've learned them previously,
100%.
but you need to unlearn them.
100%.
Or some or more advanced. What I say, or most of them they advance it.
Okay.
So if the fundamentals are weak, in the famous words of Baumia, the top level will expose you.
Yeah.
And I have personally been through a process like that. There were certain topics on which I'm in school from primary level that affected me through to even the university.
Wow.
What I say. So I had to make conscious effort to go and learn the basics before I could cover them. Okay. Especially with the course I'm here, economics with university. So it was a different conversation altogether because at that level of education, higher level, it's purely mathematics that we were dealing with. But back to the second cycle level, the issue with the Okaini Ninano is shaking the core of our educational system.
Okay.
I think what she was trying to address, or what we need to help her address is our educational system and not the school.
Okay.
Because
why do you say that?
So the Nsmq.
Okay.
National Science and Math Quiz.
Yeah.
The Nsmq is a private institution. It
doesn't belong to the government.
It's being owned by a company called Prime Time.
Okay.
Now, Prime Time has been in existence for well over, I think they've
been doing it for a very long
30
time.
years.
Yeah.
Because me Kaiser me what JSS Krana, it was on.
Oh, wow.
Back then, it was called Brilliant Science and Math Quiz.
Was it hosted by the same woman?
No, they had one woman, Professor, I think Professor Adi Mirefi. One woman, 30 years ago. Yeah. Now, let me tell you one thing about that. It was sponsored by Brilliant Soap. There was a soap back then near friend Brilliant Soap.
Blue bisa. I know. Yeah, I know.
Later, no more than a white version by.
I'm sure send me to ano. And to me, your boys are one and I'm comment and say,
now, for me,
what fuck is wrong with y'all? I mean, yeah,
so Brilliant Soap and the sponsor. That was, I think, their first sponsorship.
Nice.
So me call school, me call secondary school. That is Opoku High School. There was a class, or there was a group of people from Brilla.
Was it the right thing? So that's what I catch him there.
Yes.
Is it the right thing? Say. Nkolade I will for almost in my best school. Now what you mean TB me say we mu do my ben. And I we mu dey day.
Me family sase am hwe ni say that me hu say enye pe no me ti ase.
At that young age you ti ase sir.
No.
And now ube more mature na ti ase.
Me say me ti ase, but that time no na me ti ase. Ti a me ti ase. Na me nya omo course ni bi. Because me art student. Omo science. So if Brelani about 3 months automatically a science for.
Yes,
because the program is National Science and Math. I'm in an arts class. What the fuck am I doing there? What I say?
Yeah.
So if they are special in their own, because they selected, in fact, in the school, I'm competing amongst themselves. So we pick the best in the science classes. At Science 1, Science 2, Science 3. And they compete amongst themselves to select 5. So it was during my time, and Paul Azuri, the famous Paul Azuri, it was my time in school. No question, and it's because they've rehearsed it, they've questions. They've prepared. And all these questions they repeat themselves. That is why sometimes So the thing is, our educational system, that what the girl was trying to say is that I say recall if you're able to
remember
memorize it, and then when there's a time for recall, you're able to put it out
as fast as you can.
As fast as you can, and not just say we are good. But what she's saying is that shouldn't be the case. Recalling keke shouldn't be the case. It should be about impact that the student at the end of the day will have on the larger country or the community.
Okay.
And that is not the fault of the school. It's the fault of our educational system and our grading system.
Okay.
Because we grade you based on your recall abilities. Examination is not for critical thinking.
100%.
Bro, even in the higher level of education, is worse, I'll tell you.
Which is the tertiary?
Tertiary is worse. Now, you have to be top pamphlet. What top pamphlet ni be 20 marks down. What top pamphlet ni be also more class or now many lectures be over because top pamphlet. You have to top pamphlet 1 to be 1 to be how 30 a frame. Bra you know, so it's the what she had strong points. Strong points in Ibino. Emma, the whole alumni and alumnus of various schools and so it's shaky because the pride of every student now is not even about the university or Koyo, the tertiary or Koyo. The pride is on the secondary level.
Yes. It's like Ubi Amsterdam for the university.
People don't care the university or Koyo.
But people don't care. Yeah.
No, tertiary education, I mean, people don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, I said knowledge in here.
I know, yeah.
Because the school is so big that you can't form association in school lower than that of, the secondary school.
Yes.
Because any form of behaviors that children do pick or people do pick up.
It starts from the SHS.
Yeah. A honey, a pen ma, a ho, any a trade out. A honey,
lesbians, LGBT yeah.
Obebia, a ho, Obebonga, a ho. So, a honey, a too strong a place
to not give attention to yeah.
But then, so strong na akoye no. Ade ba ko omo de bo omo ho asafo hina na se omo the pride is in yenye winning tako.
Yeah.
Because it's a competition. It needs to be a competition.
Yes.
Yeah, winning tako na Suzona twaso 4 times.
Yeah.
It becomes
it's a bragging right.
It's a bragging right.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Oko school be to say for people who are gifted, in athletics. Oko school be to say CAS. Oko school be to say Amasa. Suzo. I mean, they have produced a lot of athletes.
100%.
What you say?
Yes.
Same form of competition academically is the National Science and Math Quiz.
Okay.
So academically, Oko school be to say Presec, Opoku are Prempe. Obekas, you're winning 4. You're winning 2.
KSTS.
KSTS is only winning with that.
I had to chip it in, bro. I'm representing my own. I had to chip it in.
KSTS.
Man, this is a good people.
We need that.
This is a good people.
I mean, most students on Monam town power. I don't money wana.
Oh, Papa.
Hey.
I don't listen. Hey.
Squeezy patas. Monam town says,
yeah, take chronim. So back to what you were saying.
So all I'm saying is, on the academic side, there's only one form of competition that brings glory back to the school.
Okay.
In Ghana, I am yet to come across the others. I think at some point they started the National Arts Quiz.
Okay.
I don't know, so okay. Or started arts quiz, but it's not as popular
as the
science and math because let's do the math. This has been in establishment for over 30 years.
30 years.
It has prime time coverage, and as it stands now, it's getting sponsors who are trooping in and day out.
I think it's going to be news for a lot of people. We actually thought it belonged to the government.
No, and the government
yeah.
It's like saying it's a Ghana Music Awards, buying there.
And it's only about there.
There be a chatter house there.
Papa, okay, that one.
What is it?
Yeah,
so prime time the produces our content, you know.
Okay.
For TV.
Okay.
So for her to, she did not attack it.
What did she do?
But then she needs to understand that school be any promotion.
Okay.
There's supposed to be a marketing budget for every school.
Okay.
Because who be a school now was all advertising my man for baho. Then the man for about school. Say school, no, what are you trying to say? You are selling knowledge.
Knowledge,
right?
Yeah.
A school is basically selling knowledge.
Yep.
A hospital is selling wellness.
Yes.
So if you are selling knowledge, why should we come to you for knowledge?
Yeah.
So I am the best in giving knowledge. That is why my school
is
winning
won. There. We've won it like 5 times or 7 times.
It is 100%. Marketing.
The 2% students good in athletics that you can go to a mass and stuff like that. It's a bragging right.
It is marketing. So the National Science and Math Quiz, as you see it, don't look at it as just a show. It is a show meant to market different schools.
All right.
So if your school wants to be visible,
yes,
and compete by telling the world that they also sell knowledge and they have students who are brilliant
like that,
the platform is there.
Yeah, with the case, check out that. Hey,
there are other things that she addressed.
Yes,
a typical example is say students in a wini a me fans and my teachers no. Students in me were naturally gifted. That is why they got to that school in the first place.
What do you think about that statement?
Okay. That statement, you know, she's also right because she's right in the sense say me school me call anyhow and a selection process.
Okay.
And I know with the introduction of the computerized system, it changed in a kakra.
Okay.
Because you could pass and still not get access to those A-list schools because they wanted to encourage fairness.
Okay.
Means you also more time in that school placement in the okoyo. School placement in the computer in the okoyo. Wow, she because many time and real school no, you had to sit. There was I think the PT and there was one thing that they will tell you say that way nearby. School selection.
That's how it was done too.
So the school selection, you're supposed to, they'll give you the list of schools.
What you see first.
Man select you. Kofi and no parents in Quadrine home.
Yeah.
Na fair no parents in Mra. Na mumbe chusi. And so I remember my first school was Opoku, second was Kumasi High School, and third was Buamponsin.
Okay, so
and ask me why I chose Buamponsin.
No, why did you?
And ask me why I chose
Opoku.
Not even Opoku. It was just for the fun of it.
Okay.
What do you say? School be why baby I need a free barrier then 1 year beko.
Alright.
But then Buamponsin because I saw them perform at the National Science and Math Quiz and they were fantastic.
That's why you chose them.
Yes, they were fantastic. I'm saying, in school in person Kobe. Meanwhile, me science na me kwako you. Because I mean me science in ya dia na me courses kwa me choose you kwan arts na me choose you.
Okay.
But I saw them perform on an arts show, science show, and they were amazing. So to me,
they were impressive.
It shows me that they have teachers who can teach somebody as dumb as myself, quote and unquote, to be as brilliant as the ones I saw.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from?
100% I
so
get you.
For her to say, oh yeah, I didn't know this level and who say, oh, students are naturally gifted. Yeah, it's like going through certain A-list schools. We are there, baby.
Okay.
They were born or baby. We brutal. We hard. However, untimi teachers no contribution ni na nya den.
I think they play a big part too.
Because se sa na mpɛ so mo kyerɛ dia ɛne yɛmfa presect say the girl na ka na yɛmfa presect teachers ni nyina. Yɛmfa mo nko school bi a ɔmo so nye A-list me mo school bi a. You for present teachers ni nyina nko KSTS.
Hey, Papa, hey, listen. Because I Sakura for us, no. Who to see the whole thing? I nearly lost my job. We're not about to do this. Not this morning.
Present teachers in your okay. KSTS, brand new was a bank. You for was teachers in Kogu KSTS.
That I when is going to be a better.
Always good to be.
It could say you better.
Yeah. Then it's supposed to work because if the teacher's contribution is supposed to be 100%, then it's supposed to work. They're supposed to churn out like A-list students, but it doesn't work like that.
Nope.
Because obiane ne level of understanding any adwene woni trim, anyhow with me processing them. Some process slow, some process fast, some omodan temo. But I mean the primary work of the teacher is to identify these students and attend to everybody's needs. Some teachers do it and do it better. Some don't.
They don't.
What I say, some even with the teachers and in advanced countries, they know that some students need special attention.
Of course.
Into your moko class from class from, and then they have special teachers who attend to them.
Yes.
So they be almost bit me up.
Yes.
But unfortunately, with our system, that is what I'm saying. Say the girl was trying to address something. But what she was trying to address is larger than just the school. It is the whole educational system. What I say? A switching school. No. The school is a smaller unit of a bigger thing.
Yeah.
The idea that young grade students, young grade in what way?
Okay.
Is it going to be the ultimate recall and the no ultimate apply? Apply. So all these things now come into play, and then she has formed an impression that it's just a show, so leave it at that.
Yeah, and also now a benchmark for the
benchmark say and say school ni na because we go school says that preseka be nipa
yeah. You do a preseka crowd or could you be another to KSS in your Benson? I have to bring it back one more time.
I'm just saying that sanity, that means and be a real school more. There be say a teachers no contribution and I say a perception is a ones that we anyway. Be a real school. Yeah, terminal report now. Obi the first.
Yes. And I chill random person be able to never got tonight.
Exactly. So she's right. Yeah. And she's also wrong.
Yeah.
She's not 100% right.
Yeah.
She's also not 100% wrong.
Yeah.
Baby or what we try. Baby or what we
she didn't put it right. Yeah.
We try say Obeka say students need be a naturally gifted no mobile school, of which is true because in my time in JSS, let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
The current Attorney General, right?
Okay.
Of Ghana.
Okay.
Was my schoolmate,
That's
from primary JSS. JSS near what they be a near friend combined. Right, combine is you combine all the average of all the from be as a GSS 1 munina no you combine you be average and then they grade it into say we are class GSS 1 you were 400 students after you share no say be a the first or class or 1A and will be the first one class or 1B yeah average there be a 1A the and was roche 1B it's you very combine maybe the first or class or combine the better 10th.
Okay.
You understand? So you combine, I mean, I'm train 400 nature, baby. Maybe they no me the Jakweke gang. You start here, me could the grab because I've any about first, second, third. Yeah, what baby, I train.
Yeah, command and I'm the first.
Hey, strike.
I said, I'm going to comment section. But careful.
But there were people, there were names that I could mention that automatically first combine first 5. Oh yes, Dana Sunabadapa, that's the Attorney General.
Wow.
Nyamisem, one brilliant guy, super fantastic guy. Kuku Andam. Daughter of the former Vice Chancellor of KNUST, Professor Andam. You know, KNUST.
That's my team student. You know,
we make a KNUST preparatory in the prime JSS. I said, make I wanna been for the diablo. It's a big bomb class. We go maybe a movie.
I tell you, general for the house. Go to do.
What can afford to get Minyambo Mudi? Good and dirty for baby. I'm just saying that you know there were names that were. And it was
automatically pop up when
you're surprised and say Nsmq prepare you could get it Asunaba could get it we call I don't remember but I'm as I be PM USD you understand
yes
so naturally these people are my bang
so that's what the lady
that's what the lady is saying naturally your oncophobia or matisa your oncophobia as a bomb so my is a Ronaldo Osuyan Takashi no so be pim your killers be
some way okay nyama for day
your killers be ohwa omudi omusuyan den o de mamini Ronaldo but you know we all know that Messi dey and Ronaldo
okay
back we talent back we training what you say it's talent for no and I get on the person what say school selection process no automatically places them in those advanced schools in the second cycle. So don't give credence in it, baby. And I say, you know, credits. Don't put it on the teachers. Say school no na
my adesun kumbia my.
But I need from more frasing eba.
Yes. Okay, now I get. Obi one putting
me. Me say asunaba. Who didn't go see you kura na school bi o tetrifo akire o baby kura wa be. Baby no be dru nyankopon zo be dru. O ye dey o be dru. O ye ni dey nyeye. Tire okuno. Yeah, that's
what the young lady was trying to say.
And it's true.
Yeah.
It is true. So let's, as much as there is a marketing perspective to it, however, I've also seen Bongo ideas advance the case, say, we should forget about it. No, let's not forget about the National Science and Math Quiz. As a promotional avenue for schools, and also an academic competition or academic exercise for various schools. Let's leave it at that. If you are talking about the problems being faced in Ghana, and you want another show to address that, because in other parts of the world there are other shows. There's a commercial show called Shark Tank that is for marketing people who learn about marketing and sales pitching.
Okay, I know
Shark Tank as much as it looks entertaining, there's a marketing or a sales perspective to it.
Enya
good Debbie. Shark Tank you get it
100%.
So we can also advance the case. Say, okay, said there are other subjects and other people in the school can also have some form of academic exercise or intellectual exercise. Let's create, but those things are done by the private institutions and not government. And your government in the and to say, you create before, let's say, government students and our economic students, we can set up national economics quiz. You let me register corporate sponsors near the 2 TV show.
Okay.
Yes, and it will be a competition for students or more economics, more and I say any other thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So let's not get on ankasa. Me interest and
no.
Not the all can who say yemfa yadwene nko critical thinking yemfa yadwene nko. Let's also pay attention to it because it can't be a one-way street.
Okay.
It's definitely going to be a two-way street.
All right.
Naba.
Naba.
That's
what's actually a lot of attention about.
Yes.
That conversation.
The pride of most of these schools in the year.
And I'm saying they're not on. I know there.
A hammer for say, girl, I can't credit. No credit now or kind and a home. But in Toronto, so no more capitalize on.
Yes, there's a lot of positive and
there's a lot
stuff
of
out kind able to me picking on, but don't forget they are dwelling on the negativity.
Bongo ideas there me pese call because on the only say biasa. Ye nua ba kwa niti ball for Muntino. He also made, but I mean calling it to be that show to be totally scrapped off doesn't make sense. It's like saying, in your schools, so I'm there, bragging in Takuni Suzu, bragging, young cancel in Takuni Suzu. I young cancel Milo competition, football competition, young cancel and also because school be dimbo. Then I also compare players, because when it comes to football, what's when you bought is a Kuvia J4 and also it's OJ Brelano. No, I'm also football. Now balance it. It is all school say person kobobo unim baby omunim bobo school say go through me car unim say omo munu America to so ho simple
yo kopataso a yo no credit ba ko pe to say me should DJ Slim here no credit the street is off.
Come into the comment section, let me know what you think about this.
That's what's up.
Keep it real because the street is definitely
watch it. We are
watching.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.